Good evening. Welcome to IBM IELTS Academy. This is the speaking section of your IELTS test. It may take about 15 minutes and I will ask you some questions in 3 parts. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Examiner is Sarah Parker. Examiner number is 23589. Candidate is Denis Kaya. And candidate number is 13583. Can you please tell me your full name?
Yes, my name is Denis Kaya.
Okay, may I see your ID card?
Yes, here you are.
So, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Istanbul, Turkey.
Do you work or study?
No, I'm a student. I'm studying in high school, and in about 2 years I will be attending university.
Do you prefer private transportation or public transportation?
Well, it depends. Sometimes when I'm not in a hurry or I'm not in haste, I would like to use public transportation for various reasons. Well, first is that they are cheaper and easy to use, and they're available everywhere. And I can reach easily wherever that I want to go. But when I'm in hurry and I want to be in somewhere very fast, well, I have to use private transportation because it's faster and it's more easily.
What is the most popular mode of transportation in your downtown?
As I know, people mostly try to use bus or maybe train, but I think that bus is the most common one in my downtown because it has a station in various places, and it's even easier to use rather than train. Yes.
Is it easy to travel by bus in your nation?
Yes, that is because, as I said, it has many different stations in different parts of the city, and also the price is very low and it's usable for different people. I mean, the ones that can afford bus, and because the price is low, it's affordable for everyone and it's easy to use.
Okay. Is it popular in your country to travel to work?
I've seen a few people to travel in order to work in other countries or maybe cities, but I think that people mostly prefer to stay in their own city or country, and one of the most common reasons is that my city, a lot of tourists come to my city and my country every year, and there are different travel agencies in my country, and it's easier for them to work in their own country rather than going to other countries. But some of them may travel to other countries for a better work. Yes.
What do you think? What means of transportation will become the most popular in your country in the future?
Well, probably trains, because they are faster than buses, and they are. I think that the cooler system and the whole system in order to reach that train is much easier than buses, and also you can reach the place that you want faster than buses, but it needs a lot of effort for the government and all those in power. I mean those the people who are in control, and they have to work very hard in order to make that usable for other people.
Okay. So, now I'll give you a cue card. You have 1 minute to think about it and take a note. After that, you may talk around 2 minutes. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Here is the question, and you can take a note here. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, last year I visited Dubai with my family, and we stayed in a hotel called Rexus Premium, which is one of the most famous hotels in Dubai. And well, I liked that country, that city very much, although the prices were astronomical, and well, it was really hard to pay for everything. But well, there were a lot of entertainments for us Turkish people, because they have a whole different religion than us. And although I don't like Arabic countries, Dubai was one of the best ones. And we visited many places. There are not much ancient places in Dubai, but there are a lot of places in order to entertain you, such as water parks or maybe concerts. And also one of the most important parts of the city is called Dubai downtown, and there is a tower located in that, which is called Khalifa Tower, and it's a residence place for a lot of billionaires and millionaires in Dubai, and it's really beautiful. There is an elevator which is made of glass, and when you are going up of that elevator, you can see the whole city under your feet. And it was very different from my country, because my country is mostly full of tourists every month or year, but they were mainly their own original people. They were mostly Arabic, and also they were their faces and well, the people were completely different from ours. And although that trip cost me an arm and a leg, but I had a great time, and it was very elegant. Yes.
Okay. In your opinion, what makes the city comfortable for life?
Well, there are various reasons for that. For example, one of them is that the city has to have enough facilities for those people who are living there. For example, hospital, maybe some restaurants, some shopping malls, and everything that is needed for a person in order to live in that city. And also universities and a good educational system. And the other one is highly performed, a good transport system, such as enough buses or maybe trains, or even cars and taxis, in order to travel easily in the city. And the city also has to have a good weather. I mean, I would mostly prefer a four-season country, because you can find a range of different kinds of weathers, such as warm, snowy, and everything. And that's all.
Okay. What are the benefits of living in the city?
I think the most common benefit is that you will have you can reach other places easily, and it's more there are more for example, offices and institutions, rather than, for example, villages. Or for example, there are more universities or hospitals, and by a call you can call the ambulance if there's an emergency. But in villages, it's much harder, because there are not much hospitals or pharmacies, and it's very hard when you are sick. And about the universities and the educational system, it's much lower than the city.
What are the merits and demerits to living in the city?
Well, I think one of the most common disadvantages is that the pollution. one of the most common disadvantages is pollution. For example, I have heard a lot of cities in different countries that are polluted due to a lot of cars or the traffics, and even due to some factories that are in that capital. Most of the capitals are polluted, and also the traffic is one of the biggest problems, I think, as it is in my own city, because a lot of people come to visit different parts, and the cities are always full of cars. There are a lot of traffic jams, and it's really hard to reach wherever you want to go. But about advantages, I can mention having good foods to eat, having clean and pure water, and it's I think one of the most important things, and also being able to reach everything easily. Although there's a traffic, but you can reach at least those things that you are in need of easily.
How can governments improve living standards in cities?
They have to manage different things. First, by trying to improve those who work for example, those managers that are working for a factory or a company or an office, because the managers are the ones that are in power, and will by their order everything will change. For example, in a factory, if that manager tries to control everything well, they will work well, and there will be, for example, better products that are made, or the city will be less polluted by for example, doing those instructions well. And first of all, by hiring good ones, hiring and firing the good and bad ones. And the other one is to manage people. I mean, they have to teach people how to, for example, take care of their water, because as you may know, the water is going down in a lot of countries day by day, and people need to understand how to use water adequately, and they have to be taught. And that's it, I think.
So you mean education and hiring good ones?
Probably, yes.
Okay. How can people improve the air quality in the city?
There are different possible choices. For example, first, by using public transportation rather than private transportation or their own cars when they are not in haste or hurry, because as we all know, public transportation is usable for more than one people or two, and it probably makes less gas than the normal cars. And the other one is not to take out their cars whenever they want to, for example, go somewhere with their friends or maybe families. For example, they can call their friends and families to join them in their house and then go together, and not to, for example, pick their own car and just drive it somewhere. And also try to avoid going out when the streets are very there's a traffic. And also they can use bicycles, because I think they are one of the best things in order to use when you want to go somewhere.
Okay. Thank you. That is the end of your speaking test.
Thanks.
So, thank you very much, and I have some tips for you. You had a kind of, we can say, a good range of vocabulary, which is really helpful to gain a good point at IELTS exam. Moreover, you used idioms, for example, costs, an arm and a leg, which is a good one, and it's topic related in this case. So, totally, you can gain a 7 in this case, but you can easily improve yourself. You had some hesitations, and you were actually thinking a lot to choose the correct form of, I think, sentences, or sometimes about finding, answer or idea. Well, it's okay to think about the idea, but sometimes you were, stressed out and anxious because you didn't know which formation of that vocabulary is correct. Okay, so it would be try hard on it. Pay attention to word formation. Sometimes you didn't know exactly if to use, for example, adverb, adjective, verb. It's really helpful to work on it. Moreover, try to not repeat the same adjectives and structures again and again, okay? It's not a good idea. Try to use different forms or synonyms of that vocabulary, okay? So try hard on it. In this case, you can gain even more scores, okay?
Okay, thank
so,
you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Good luck.